Hi, my name's Jackson. I'm from TNT Financial. We're licensed through AMP Financial Planning. I have a good relationship with Katie and the girls at Virtual Legal in that we refer all of our clients to them to get their wills organised, their powers of attorney, setting up trusts and things like that. And likewise, she refers business onto me when clients need to organise insurances, get a bit of advice around the estate planning side of things. And the most common thing is that some people have a will in place but they haven't updated it in quite a while. They might have had kids since then, or they might have had some more significant assets acquired since then. And so having it up to date so that should something happen, it's the right assets go to the right people and it's not tied up with legal fees and kids arguing over things and bickering over things, and so that it's sort of distributed according to your, how you'd like it to be. Sometimes people will, they might have a will done via a will kit, which I guess in worst case scenario they're okay, but seeing a solicitor and making sure they're up to date will really sort of ensure that your assets don't get tied up in, like I said, in lengthy court battles with either kids who have turned feral during this the scenario, which is unfortunate because at a time when there is a death in the family or something like that has occurred, you really like to think that the best comes out in people. Unfortunately, it doesn't always happen. So we sort of, like I said, if a will's in place and it's up to date, it mitigates all of that, and I guess families can continue to be as they are, and if there's nothing to argue over and it's set in stone, then that's always the better scenario. Family trusts are quite common with small businesses, and that is in the case of distributing income or just sort of having things set in place, also known as a testamentary trust, or having things set out should something happen to you. So not a lot of people would want their 15-year-old to inherit their entire estate, so you can set it out over time and say, look, at 18 they get X amount of dollars, at 25 they get X amount of dollars. So it's sort of, I guess, planning for the future as opposed to just kids going on a round the world trip when they're 18. So, worst case scenario is that someone passes away, and I guess the key people to contact would be your financial advisor to facilitate the insurance claim, and your solicitor to begin the process of organising the will and making sure that the executor is there in place and everything. In doing so, a lot of people, when they're reviewing their will, would like to make sure that they have enough insurance in place so that should something happen to them, that they can clear the debts against properties, they can pay for their funeral, they can pay for legal fees and whatnot, so that it's not a burden against their family. Because, like I said, when something like this does happen, it can be quite traumatic for a family to go through. If the finances are all taken care of, then it can be a bit of an easier process. With Virtual Legal, because they have a set fee structure, and that's great for me going to clients, because one of the main questions is, how much does it cost? And I can say, for a basic will, it's this much. If you want to, for conveyancing, it's this much. For buying a franchise, it's this much. So they can sort of say, yep, that's fair enough, I'd like to do it. And I guess being Virtual Legal, they don't have to organise to go into the city for a legal meeting that they might feel a bit intimidated about. It can be done sort of either over the phone, over email, things like that.